That's quite interesting, Dex.
Yeah, your opinion on
Quite
immigrants is
interesting.
insane.
Yeah, I swear to fucking
And his
God, man.
opinion on Israel, like, really?
Don't
God,
start. That's actually like a nuclear topic. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more just like how he can have that opinion of Israel and like other things as well. Like they just don't mix together.
I
Yeah.
swear to God. Okay,
And you're
stop.
gay? Wow,
Stop.
Okay. Sorry.
We are gonna be playing. All right.
Dex, no, you can't do blackface.
I already know that.
After trying it, yeah, you all saw it. It was crazy.
All right, everybody, shut the fuck up. Focus up. Let's get the music on and let's get going.
Just a second. So, I suppose, last we left off, the wayward wanderers were once again dragged into danger because of me. You see, I had just spent time with someone dear to me, and this bright burning disaster of a genius helped me realize the key to decipher the cryptic in the basement. I was thrilled to share it with my friends. Well, mostly because Zinni was the key ingredient. Well, her blood. And understandably, she was not really happy about it, quite terrified of me in particular. Can't really blame her. But we reassured her with all the confidence of people on the verge of a catastrophic mistake, that everything will be fine and she will be safe. Long story short, we freed the lich. Old Linnaeus had been waiting for someone foolish enough to hand him divine blood, and I was so eager to finalize my research that I nearly caused the demise of the only people I can call my family. So, Sid died. Torin almost suffocated himself. Zinni was drained out of her blood, and Carney was forced to relive the worst moments of his past. I'm a terrible person. I'm a terrible person. We freed a great evil, but at least Baylor managed to bring Sid back. So that's a small victory, right? Faustina arrived short after, bringing us to Adrealis, who did something monumental. He showed emotion and even promised answers if we proved ourselves to him. Baylor and Cedric were pleased with what they've accomplished, and I believe they did something truly amazing. I mean, Sid taking the lead after literally dying showed us how strong my companions are. However, Anders didn't really appreciate any of that and decided to leave. And now, here we are, back in Settleton, preparing for what's next to come. Probably a co-exploration? But to be honest, I'm not certain I can keep going, and every time I research for knowledge, every time I read for knowledge, suffering follows. Every answer I chase wounds the people I care, and I fear my curiosity causes destruction.
Wayward Wanderers, I must remind you, every action has a consequence. You brought upon yourself something monumentally dangerous and have somehow lived to see the consequences. The smallest kindling can become a raging inferno. Take your steps purposefully and carefully. So, as you all spend the rest of your day relaxing in the dusty tome, what would you like to do?
Yeah, nice intro, dudes. Nice intro.
Mm-hmm.
Very,
I'm
very
shaken.
Good intro.
Exciting, right? Yeah. Same thing. It's like, okay, here we go. No, that was good. That was very good. I like this. I like this little.
Yeah, I love it.
Interest. It's very good. Yeah.
Another great idea by me.
True
Yeah.
and real.
Really? Oh, let's go, Tony. Shit. And you missed mine though. Should listen
Oh,
back
yeah.
to
I
it.
Well, once-
listened to it though. I've listened
You
to
liked
it.
it?
Yeah,
That's good.
of course I did.
That's good. Of course.
I like you, Scuppy, you little handsome
No,
boy.
no, no. You like Sid. All right, calm down. It's Sid.
I mean, it's also better we let Lich out then than like accidentally later. Like imagine if like we teleported back and like Zinni had a nosebleed or something, put a hand on the wall and just Lich all of a sudden. That would be
So-
worse.
I assume Anxie would know it's a lich because she's very smart.
Mm.
But
Mm-hmm.
and I don't recall because I did listen to the second half of last session again because I was brain AFK for that bit, and I don't recall, but maybe I'm wrong. It being mentioned as a lich, so I've been role playing in the background that Zinni doesn't know what it is.
And that's
totally
fair.
fair.
enough. A lich
Ooh.
is a sort of. It's a very malicious entity that you'd be hard pressed to come by, mainly because they live for so long and live to seek out something very specific. It's a wizard that dramatically lengthens their lifespan through necrotic means with the aim to achieve something, typically. And it maps on exactly. Anxie at this point has probably informed you what we thought is called a lich. Though she has minimal information other than that. For example, Anxie, you or no one else here knows what a phylactery even is. So you know conceptually what a lich is, a really ancient evil magic guy, but that's about it. So, at this moment, it's
Okay.
just past midday. You guys did most of that fight with the Lich in the morning. You took a short rest. You then chatted with Faustina, then the Druids, and now you've come back here to Settleton. I believe you guys were umming and ahhing about whether you should even tell Terry about the more recent update that you had from like the poem. But one thing's for certain, you still have your given goal of exploring the hole, which I believed you planned to do after a long rest since you dual spent so many spell slots.
Yeah, our plan was we're at the inn, do a long rest, and then we move on or talk to Terry, depending on what people choose.
You will have to wait until nightfall to take a long rest because you've already taken a short rest earlier in the day. Wouldn't make sense if you then just took an 8-hour kip right after that.
You've not
Okay.
heard of depression? Anxie's got that right now, so brother, she can.
One thing
Okay.
I did want to ask.
I
was-
died.
I don't know.
I can-
He died.
Cedric died. I tried like rummaging around like a cloud full of gas.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone who would like the wand of paralysis before I continue any further? I cannot use it. It's preferred a spellcaster would use it. So I'm curious if either Zinni, Anxie, Andros, and Balia might prefer to use it.
It does require a spellcaster to be able to attune to it.
I would like it just because of the lack of spell slots. It gives me something else to cast, but I'm not too fussed.
I was going to say that as well. I think it should go to Andros because it's just
Surprise,
Chris
surprise.
Andros, Tony, Andros, yeah.
I'm thinking about how we know what it is.
We put it in the identify box
Put it in
thing.
the identification box, yeah.
Before the smoke started to fill the room, you did use the identify on it.
We got that in our basement in the manor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will give the wand of paralysis to Andros.
As you get that out of your bag, you're also reminded that you have a small little ornate tankard filled with some kind of granulated dust.
I think I am going to. Well, I can't identify it yet, or none of us, I don't think, can identify it yet.
You can make an investigation to try and figure out what it is.
I'd like to try as well.
And
Okay, yeah.
I
Yeah.
did.
I have a
Oh,
history of
right.
doing like checks on like dust as well?
Yeah.
I'll kind of like take the wand out of my bag, and like the other dust that I gathered is in like my other hand as well. And I'm like, pick up the wand before it like drops at me.
Okay.
Investigation check, you said.
Investigation
Well-
check for anyone that wants to do it, because you're just placing it on the table in the little booth you guys are at. Baylor, you can
And
give.
that's not 20.
He rolled a 15 and he got the same score as you. Goddamn.
Bitch, please.
Okay. Mine's better though, it's not 20.
It
Don't care.
isn't at 20.
Yeah,
That is true.
That is true.
Okay.
Anybody need guidance with those rolls?
I don't think so, but you can.
Go ahead. You give guidance to Anxie since she rolled in at 20 here. Roll a d4, Anxie.
Of course, I'm gonna roll a 1.
All right. So, you carefully examine this small little brass-like tankard that previously had a lid, which no longer does. Torin has explained to you that a bunch of the contents of it managed to spill out in the process of him getting this. But you look it over, and you very, very cautiously investigate it, which includes getting a bit closer to it, trying to see just how fine the granulation is, getting a little sniff of it. The best that you can tell is this was previously some kind of natural ingredient. Some kind of plant, vegetation, something like that. But it has been petrified and ground up.
Okay. So you said it's in like an open tankard at the moment. It's not sealed.
Mhm.
Okay. So what we'll do, Torin, is when we prepare to teleport away from here to Dragon's Rest, I will give you the vial that my ink was stored in, and you can put it in there to seal it. If we don't want to lose any of it until we know what it is.
Yeah, I would agree. I was like, guys, it's a bag of dust. I'm like close looking. It's like it's dust.
Texturized, it's like very, very fine sugar, but it is of a grayish black hue.
You see, now I'm tempted to lick it.
You've got way too much intelligence to do that. Come on, dude.
True. I mean, I have that intelligence. Yeah, I went through a wall of gas.
You can still attempt to lick it
We
if
don't
you
talk
want.
about that.
Intelligence or not, you can absolutely attempt to do so.
Could I pop one little speck of dust on my tongue?
Sure.
It's an
Um,
intelligence lick, guys. It's
Intelligence
quite
is not
fine
wisdom.
step. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
It could be intuition, you know.
Yeah. Lick it.
you place a tiny bit of this on your tongue. It kind of stings a little. It's incredibly bitter, and you can almost feel it. Almost like it's just like constantly scratching at your tongue. You suffer no ill effects for the time being, but the sensation is incredibly odd.
I would say, like, guys, it's a bit like a spice, but it's very irritating constantly.
Thorin, how many fingers do you see?
Not enough.
Can I use
I see
minor
five.
illusion to make it look like it's actually 6 fingers?
He already said
No!
the wrong thing, so I don't know what's
No!
happening.
You already gave me like some kind of voice I could hear in my head, and now you're giving me to look.
All right, Torin, you look
like,
at Anxie's hand and you see 6 fingers.
Guys, I think something's wrong with me. I see 6 fingers.
Wait.
Huh?
I see 6 fingers as well. I didn't even lick it.
Andres, could you please?
Like maybe you sniffed it as you were trying to investigate it. I don't know.
Also, Torin, why did you lick that? That's incredibly stupid.
I'll kind of like nod, like as it's already happened. Like, yeah, I think so. You know, I got to get it out of my head. You know, I'm a curious person. You know, I wanted to, even if it kills me. You know, I'll see what happens.
Right, so whenever you're curious, you just lick it.
I
Not,
think
not without thinking it through.
maybe
Surely.
in future warn us when you're curious,
Okay.
so we
Yeah.
can stop you from doing something.
Yeah. The next time I see something, I will not choose to lick it.
Right.
That's good.
Also, actually, you should get your hands checked. You have six fingers.
There are 5 sets. It's just Andros adding one more.
So why would you do that? That makes no sense.
Does it make
Anyway,
no
guys,
sense?
No, it doesn't.
Think about
Anyway,
it,
guys,
Sid. Think
Yeah.
about it.
I'm thinking about it. Still doesn't make sense.
You know, guys, I think the gas is making me like think really, really stupid here. I should probably get a bit more out.
As you guys are bantering back and forth, you are all sat in a rather big booth close to sort of like the backside of the Dusty Tome. It's early afternoon at this point, and because most people are still working, this place has very, very minimal customers. Until the door opens and you see 3 people file in. They're all wearing a similar garb. They appear to be looking around and scanning the clientele of the inn.
Do I notice what the garb colours look like at all?
Torin, roll me a perception check, please.
By definition, does it strike me as familiar based on what we've heard about the people that were recruiting other people for for the drug clubs that we investigated in the past?
It doesn't know. This seems too official.
Okay. Right.
They're not guards, but they're certainly walking around with a sense of authority.
Are
Torin,
they clearly armed?
you take a quick look over them. The perception check DC was very low. For you. Because you recognize not only their garb, but these people straight away. A sort of greyish black, very, very thin suit of armor. Some sort of like finely crafted leathers, but emblazoned in gold in the center of their chest is an anvil with a sun that is setting on it.
Okay. All right.
It is your family's crest.
Oh shit!
I guess I kind of, assuming that I couldn't perceive what they fully looked like. I guess my eyes kind of like gasp a little bit, looking at them. Like I'm like very curious. I can't really keep my eyes away from them all the time.
They are looking around. Each of them has sort of like started to walk in different directions and are scanning and looking over everyone here. What are you doing?
You kind of okay there, Torin? You're kind of distracted.
Like my kind of head turns, my head turns towards Citron. I'm like, I think the colors and the way that they're looking.
Sid, as you said his name out loud, one of them turns and looks in your direction.
Torin, he's looking at us.
I hide.
What shall we do, Torin? Wait, where did you go?
Hi.
No. That's all jokes aside. I wouldn't hide. I guess.
You can't go underneath the
And that's
table or
like my
something.
response is like, I hide. See, bye. You can deal with this.
Huh?
The guy that's walking towards you turns and sort of like beckons to the rest of his allies who join him and encircle the exit to your booth.
I was gonna say, like, as do I notice this guard has like looked at us at all?
Yes.
This person, sorry, okay. Good. Can I slowly drag out my dagger slowly?
Of course.
You can have it hidden under your thing for sure if you make a sleight of hand check versus his check that he'll make here.
Okay. Sleight of hand.
What a good roll that is. The 3 of them rock up and encircle your table. Torin, come on. Game's up. It's time for you to go home.
These guys know you, Torin?
It seems to, they know who I am, but despite looking what I would have thought I know who they are. I don't know who they are personally.
Always with the
Guys?
quibbles. Torin, quit it and just come with us. Please don't make this any harder than it needs to be.
Wait.
What?
You're not taking a friend with you if he doesn't want to. What's going on here, Torin?
I have no idea either. I mean, as far as you guys know, you know why I've left, but
Okay.
but regardless, I'm not going to leave with you three by myself.
Torrent, your dad's fed up. This childish rebellion has got to end. You're coming home with us.
My dad is fed up. In what way is he fed up? Is he trying to find me? What's happened to him?
He's fed up with this troublesome bullshit you keep pulling. You're coming home. Come on.
I think at that point I would reveal like I've got a knife close by, saying I'm not leaving, but I'm not leaving alone. I'm staying here.
Okay, we don't have to escalate.
No, guys. Yeah, it's so.
Well, I don't like raise it. I kind of like just open like the side of my like shirt or something and show them that I've got my dagger ready.
That's fine. I'm in character.
And guys, it does sound like he's giving you his answer. Let's carry on.
Sid stands up, probably towering a little bit above. The
Oh yeah,
others.
these are some very average height fellas.
Listen, guys. If my friend here says he doesn't want to go, he doesn't want to go. All right. And there's no way around that. I do not want any trouble, especially you. Do not want any trouble with us. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna roll for intimidate. I'm gonna roll for intimidation.
Can I help him by talking into their heads? Into the guy that's speaking to him.
What are you gonna say?
I think you guys should listen to the big fella. You don't really want to take our friend Torin with you, do you?
Sid, roll another one because you get to do this with advantage now because of Anxie assisting. Okay.
19 and 13.
Cedric Duke Corin.
You get a good look at these guys now. They are human, and they definitely don't have the face of a guard. They have the face of grafted laborers. Though their garb is rather official looking, it doesn't look exactly that sturdy. It's rather performative. As you
That's weird.
beam down at them, they definitely seem a little shaken up. They saw the guy looks up at you, looks back down at Torin. Look, Torin, you can't be playing these games forever. At some point, he's gonna get you back. It's better if you just come willingly. Not gonna fuck around now, obviously. You got some very cool friends, apparently pretty famous from what I've heard, but he's waiting for you, and he's losing his patience, alright? And they
What
step
makes it
back
so
a couple
important
paces.
Yeah, I kind of like lower my dagger and it's like, what makes it so important that he's been interested in me now? I mean, sure, I left without really telling him anything, but I would at least have thought he would have understood why I left for some certain circumstances.
You're his only son, and he let you run off on this childish rebellion. I'm not paid enough to know the rest, alright? I was just sent to tell you to come home, and you're not. I'll go back, tell him what's happened, and someone meaner than me will come along.
Could I say that I'm still not leaving, but would you be able to send him a message if you do return?
Of course, I'm sure he'll love to hear from you. Yes. What message do you want to pass along?
Tell him, despite me leaving so quite hastily without really kind of explaining myself, tell him that I do. That there are times I have missed him with like how he's taught me certain ways of how to be a bit more responsible. But tell him like why is it so important for me to come back now when you could have done it a lot earlier?
All right, I'll pass that message. Don't expect me to come back to you with a reply. I'm not a pigeon. You want to speak to him? Go speak to him yourself. Come on, lads. Elbows one of the guys and turn around and walk off.
At that point, as the third person's going out, could I attempt to like go in stealth mode? That's all, and try and just like, as in to try and like sneak behind them to find out where they're actually going.
Sure. Make a stealth check. You watch. Sorry, go ahead.
Nah, just like obviously we can see them leaving, and then we can see Torin leaving. Sits back down and looks at the rest of the group, and he goes like,
Well, guess we're all fucked up. You know, we're not alone. Torin's fucked up as well.
I think that was quite evident from before.
Was it? Well, first time for me, I suppose.
Torin, you silently glide over to the window, peeking out into the open courtyard of Settleton Center. You see the three convene in the center of town. A couple of them just throw their heads in the air and let out a deep sigh. They look and seem frustrated. And then they head off to the magic shop together.
the magic shop.
Magic shop. That's the place where magic things are.
I mean, I doubt they walked here.
And they sell them because it's a shop.
Assuming I'm still kind of alone at this point, or am I still pretty close around like the group?
You are on the other side of the restaurant to the group, lit in.
Could I try to follow them towards the magic room, towards the magic shop?
Sure. You leave the Dusty Tome and you start to cling to the crowds and the shadows around the edge of the center of town as they walk into the magic shop, and about 15 seconds later you follow in after them. You roll me a perception check.
Oh, my perceptions are never that good. Okay, it's more than half.
They're not making any effort to conceal themselves. You hear three sets of footsteps walking to the upstairs in the magic shop. A place that you've been and walked through before, and you know primarily what's on the second floor is the teleportation circle.
Okay, I think I would at that point I would not think much of it. I mean, if I've observed anything that they're doing at the shop and they just get teleported, well, I don't know if they get teleported, but I'm assuming they would be on their way off. At that point, I would go back, I think.
If you want to follow up the stairs, just make sure that they go. You can do that as well.
No, I'm going to go back.
Okay. You head on back and reconvene with your group.
At this point, I would explain to them that the three don't seem like they're causing much trouble. They seem like they generally just wanted to have like a checkup on like how I'm doing with like with like no kind of aggressiveness at all. But there was a genuine concern from one of them that I noticed, or not. Well, maybe annoyance, I guess, that I'm not complying to something that would have been maybe an obvious choice for them.
Well, this is all a bit of a surprise, Torin. I mean, yeah, we found you in like a weird ass tomb in some shadowy corner, but I thought you were just a normal guy. What's up with this?
I think I told you before. I might not have told you before, but
You might have, but I probably forgot to.
like long story short, like my father was always towards focusing on just the family and how important the kingdom was be, and anything that was not related into that was considered of no importance to him. But he didn't realize that part of my life that was important was completely neglected, especially when I lost my friend at that time. So I didn't really have any way to kind of mourn my friend at the time. I was kind of just hoisted away back into my room as if nothing happened.
So what you're telling me is that your dad is kind of a cunt.
Cunt, arrogance. Yes, a lot of words could describe him, but that would be the.
I relate. Been there, buddy. Sort of.
I guess at that point, like Torrin kind of thinks a little bit more back at home, like maybe it actually isn't that bad after all, as he kind of like remembers as the bad smells of the area.
So kind of notices that, and he's a little bit confused, and he leans into Torin and he goes,
"Wait, do we have to kill your dad?" I mean,
I kind of like
we could kill him. I mean, if he's evil, we should.
No. He's I wouldn't say he's an evil person. He's a very arrogant. He's very towards. Again, he focuses towards his kingdom and likes to keep things very stable as much as possible. But he's still a little bit evil in terms of like just doesn't care too much about anything but himself. A bit of I can't think of the word.
Right. So we should kill him.
No. We shouldn't kill him.
We should. All right. Oh. We shouldn't kill his dad, guys.
If we killed him, like the whole place of Ironfetter would probably crumble quite a lot if he was to die.
Right. I'm just checking. I'm not into evil that much. Whatever is evil, we should definitely kill. If that is not that, just arrogant, we should not kill him. Right, got it.
I mean,
Thanks,
is there a bit of inheritance involved as well that could like show he's a bit evil?
Maybe. I mean, it might be a matter of investigating the area, but it could be.
So Sid leans back again while this is all happening, and then there's this little thought pop in his head again, and he leans back in and he goes like,
Torin, you're not that. You're not evil if he is. All right, and I just
like I do a little point into his chest with quite a bit of force, like maybe pushing him back a little.
You're not evil like he is, all right? Listen to me. You're not your father, okay? Just like I'm not my father, you're not your father, okay? All right.
Like, how bad are you, like, pressing on my chest? This, like, with like, how big is?
Well, there's a bit of force applied.
Not enough to deal damage, but it definitely jolts you back every time he prods you.
Can I do a bit of athletics check just to make sure I don't fall over?
You're sitting, bro.
You're sat down.
I mean, the chair
Actually,
might
no.
not
Like,
take the pressure well.
Sure, roll an athletics check to see if you like slip back in your seat.
Okay, no, we're good.
That's fine enough.
Sid, I don't know if you're forgetting, but Torin was the one who threw a rock at a stranger. A crippled stranger at that.
I kind of try. Can I attempt to like?
She's right.
Can I like elbow Zinni to like kind of like say shut up?
Don't you fucking dare do that.
I mean, it would also be a technically. It would be quite an aggressive like elbow.
Are you gonna elbow me in the head? Because I'm like.
Yeah,
true.
I mean,
yeah.
The moment he does that, he gets shoved by an unseen force.
I was gonna say, can I do a strength check to kind of see how hard it would be? And I rolled a 19.
I just whispered to Torin like, "Quick, while you're ahead."
Torin, roll. Actually, no, what's your strength? Is it 10, right?
0. It's 10. Yeah.
Okay.
It's 0.
Zinni, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as he elbows you in the side of the head.
When that happens, he gets
Ow!
You've pissed me off, dude.
Like, this is bear in mind, like she literally got stabbed.
Roll a
and
strength save.
Oh, fuck's sake! This is not gonna go well.
You don't see me casting anything because it's a sorcery, aberrant mind sorcery.
Oh!
You rolled an 18.
Oh, and now roll with disadvantage because I'm going to use my reaction to give it to you.
What? Okay. Okay, yeah, that
Okay,
don't work.
you fail. You get picked up in the air.
Oh no.
You can't feel your body, and you're currently above a soul, just sitting there, unable to move.
Guys, hey. Actually, calm down. Alright, shit. Alright,
Don't tell me to calm down. Next time you touch her, you won't be floating. You'll be hitting the wall.
I kind of look at
Cindy.
Angry and I'm like, I kind of deserve this.
I kind of
Cindy,
wish that
you
Sid
okay?
didn't realize it was Anxie. And was like, sorry,
He
flying.
No.
You can't know.
No. Come on. At this point,
You can't know because I use my sorceress abilities, which means you can't see me cast.
Yeah, you
you
didn't
don't see
see
it,
her
but-
cast or do anything.
You can't see me do that.
okay, all right. Do we? then
However-
wanna- can I rewind a little bit?
Yeah,
back
go
and
for
Yes.
Redo my reaction.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Guys? City, you okay? I think your god is like levitating.
I
Yeah.
kind of like look around the room and I'm like, I'm
You-
like, my face is kind of,
Yeah.
I kind of deserve this.
You see Anxie is infuriated though. She's angry. Like her hair just starts like moving upwards. And she just looks at you and just says, next time you touch her, you'll be hitting the wall. So calm down and you might reach the floor again.
Kind of like sarcastically say, because I guess I'm still in a bit of a rage seeing these guards, and I'm like, well, I'm close to the wall. I'm close to the roof, nearly at the wall at this point. You might as well.
You will move slightly towards it, but you won't
I don't-
reach it. You'll just move a bit closer to the roof.
Yeah, with my aggressively sarcasm, and then like seeing that, okay, something's actually gonna happen. I'm gonna say, okay, I'm sorry, actually, I'm sorry, I won't do it.
Okay, I hope you won't. You'll stay there for a bit though.
How long?
City,
10 minutes.
City, you're right? You okay? Did that hurt?
Dinny's just rubbing her head. Ow, that really hurt.
Guys, can we just come on? Come on, put him down.
I think Andros is just chuckling. It's like it's nice for visitors in uniforms.
Baylor, do something about this situation. Come on. Talk
I'll
to me.
I'll look around and I'll catch the bartender's eye. And, bring us around.
brilliant.
I kind of hover over
Um,
Ben. I'm like, do I get one too?
Yeah,
You
of
might
course.
if you apologize.
I'm really sorry, Zinni. I caught my anger at the first person I thought, and it was you. So I'm sorry, especially you, Zinni. Actually, since you've gone through a lot these past few days.
Okay, once hearing that, he will be pushed a bit to the roof just so he can learn from his mistake. Like I wouldn't try to like hurt him properly. I'll just touch him at basically. I will let him touch the roof, and then I'll just.
At this point, the
Bring it back
bartender
down.
comes over, hands you guys your drinks, and says, "Here's a round of drinks, but I'm not sure if you should be drinking. Your friend seems high enough already."
Sit looks at him,
Right.
and it
Kind of
takes,
looks like, really?
It takes around 2 seconds for that joke to land.
I get it.
And he's like pointing
Right.
out, the like, "Hey, you guys get it?"
All right, get him down now. Come on, get him down. His drink is here.
As I said, he hits a bit the floor and then goes back down.
Mhm.
so he, learns.
Come on, Tori, drink up.
I'm kind of like slurping it very, very slowly, like trying to hide myself a bit.
I just said to him, like, all things considered, that went pretty well for you.
Actually, yeah, that's true.
Could have been worse.
Athos would know.
I'm kind of shocked. Like out of all the strat checks I've done, the worst one actually happened to be attacking my own team.
Also, is Cindy still like rubbing her head because it kind of hurt?
I think Zinni will be enjoying her beverage. She loves a
Yeah, okay, Cindy, you're right.
This is making me feel much better.
Lovely. All right. I'm glad. So, guys, what's the plan? What's next?
So we want to head to the hole. We've got the choice of either riding from here or teleporting to Dragon's Rest to get a bit closer and then riding from there.
How much is the Dragon's Rest going to cost us in taxes?
Well, I think we're probably going to have to go through there anyway, unless we take a long way around. And then if we take a long way around, we're going to run into more of Torrin's friends, I think. So I think some of the taxes are unavoidable unless we were to head there. Was there no point in the day where the taxes seemed less? Or they stopped taxing tax?
If I recall correctly, when there's more people on the street and there's more sort of like locals about the place is when the guards are shaking down people less, because there's less they can get away with when there's more people around, and with it all being locals, they're less likely to be able to actually shake them down because they know what's up.
Okay. Well, it's the middle of the day now, roughly. So if we teleport there now, that's probably going to be the best period for us to get through untaxed.
Do you have the spell slots?
I do. Yeah, we did a short rest, so I've got them all back.
Oh, you got them all. Okay.
Is worth mentioning that you guys did say that you wanted to meet up with Gwen when she got here, which will be close to evening by the time she gets to Settleton.
I still think we should spend the night in Settleton and maybe have breakfast here in the morning and then leave sort of mid-morning.
Yeah, we could give it a day. We could go check the magic shop while we're here as well.
Okay,
Yeah, I was thinking that. I need to get some supplies.
Okay.
I wonder if there's anything in the archive about the hole as well. Might be worth reading up on.
While you guys are going towards the magic shop, could I just be like casually sitting outside in the garden bit between the inn and the magic shop, just looking around?
Sure, yeah.
I kind of like pop my. Where can I move it?
You don't need to put your thing on the board. You just like.
I'll just put my character there.
If you're not entering the magic shop, I'll just I'll notice that because I don't really care about entering it either. Torrin, you're well read. Would you like to come with me to the archive? I have a few things to research.
I kind of like take a deep breath because of like what's just happened. Like, okay, yeah, let's go over there.
I won't make you float. Let's go.
The two of you head off to the archives, the rest of you heading to the magic shop. Those of you at the magic shop, is there anything you can re-up on spell components if you'd like? Just tell me which that you'd need, if anything, because I believe you're a bit down on diamond dust at the moment.
Mm-hmm. I do need diamond.
I do want to RP. Well, no, RP, just explain something a little bit. It does look a little bit concerned at Sunny because she did take a little bit of damage. And he puts his head on her shoulder, and somehow her 1 HP of damage is healed.
Alright, Zinni,
He's a
regain
healer.
your 1 hit point. As Sid places his hand oddly gently towards the back of your head, and you feel a very, very warm sensation running through your body as you feel energy coming out of Cedric's hand and just soothing the bruise on
Sid
your
doesn't
head.
know he's doing it. Yeah. But you get healed, and Sid doesn't even realize it's happening, okay? But it happened.
Is there any magic items at the magic shop, or just like components?
It's just components mostly.
To buy some incense, but I'm trying to figure out how
Don't.
much.
I've bought for you already. Don't buy any. I've bought like 500 gold worth, or for 2 legend lore spells.
Legend lore requires 250. Well, there's some spells that require 1,000 gold's worth.
Oh, then buy more.
Which spells are you looking at?
Hallow requires a grand. Just looking through them.
I have 500 gold worth of incense.
Do they consume the incense though?
Yeah.
For Hallow, I assume it would, yeah. It's a big spell, that
Legend
one.
lore is 250. Plan of binding requires 1,000 GP. I assume gold.
Mm-hmm. Gold
I
pieces.
don't think I'll use that though. Raised Dead is a diamond worth 500. Scrying is a focus worth 1,000.
Yeah, but
Scrying is a
that
big
doesn't
spell.
consume though, right?
Summon Celestial, a reliquary. 500 gold. All these fucking level 5 spells are so cringe, man.
It's only if
If they
it
don't consume it, it should be
consumes the
fine.
materials is if you need to get it. Which it should say,
Yeah,
like
it
in brackets
does.
afterwards, which the spell consumes. Okay.
It does.
All right. Well, while you're in this magic shop, you can take in your own time, know whatever you want to take off, and I trust you to take it off of your gold amount with however much you buy. Same with the rest of you. Anxie and Torin, the two of you head over to the archive. A familiar patron greets you at the front. She knows you know what you're about, and allows you in. What exactly are you looking for?
I'm looking to learn more about liches. About lich people, things. Yeah. Anyway, and I'll also try to read up more on the whole. So I'll probably leave the reading about the whole to Torin, and I'll read myself stuff about the liches.
Okay.
Yeah, the Torin would probably be interested in the whole.
Yes.
Okay, both of you roll me intelligence checks just to find the information and decipher it and know how much you understand from it.
Oh, yes, lucky. Okay, better.
Okay. Anxie, with a 14, you're learning about liches. As you read through a book that contains a bunch of generic lists of evil people and evil things that have been done, liches are listed chief among the top for oftentimes the most vile things that get done, as in cruelty upon others and purely for their own self-serving benefits. One becomes a lich through very careful study, but several different means. You can become a lich through the interposition of some other greater power, forcing you into eternal life. There are other liches that, through careful planning of like a whole network of spells, manage to extend their life way beyond making them functionally immortal. And then the one that catches your eye is a lich that is formed through a bunch of rather toxic ingredients and sealing themselves in an airtight space.
Any of the ingredients basically reminding me of what Thorin has in a bottle?
They often say that they're usually either granulated or if there's some kind of flour, they're left out just to allow whatever essence they give off to flow freely within the small confined space. You don't get any specifics on the ingredients themselves, though.
Okay.
Torin, as you are looking into the hole, what you find is very little information on the hole itself, but there's a good amount of info on the people around it. There is a separate sort of enclave of guards that mostly are citizens and guards from Steadworth who keep a 27-hour watch on the hole along its perimeter. They act as guards to see if and when whatever creatures in it start to become of a greater number. They are the ones that need to decide if a cull needs to take place to trim them down. And they're also the first responders for if there is ever any kind of breach of the creatures from the hole. They're also just very simply referred to as the Watchers.
I mean, seeming as though the Torrent doesn't really know anything about it, already finds this very, very fascinating, and at least has some idea of what to look forward to if we do get towards the hole.
You had heard of the Watchers before, and you understood generally that that's what they do. They kind of sit there and keep watch. That's more or less it. Interesting part that you didn't know before was that they often have incursions into the hole in order to cull back the numbers. That's something you didn't know before.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Go back one
Are you
second.
happy with what you've learned?
I kind of like turn around looking at Anglesey with like with like kind of like a comfort that it's nice to relate to someone who likes seeking a little bit of knowledge and likes to learn a little bit more as they go on. So he's like calmer than what he was than what he was at the bar.
Okay. Once we're done reading up, I'll just come to you and say, okay, I think we should go back now. I don't think there is more information on the topics we are trying to research right now.
Yeah, kind of just nod and exit.
Okay.
And we just reconvene with the rest.
So, your group reconvenes. It's about evening-ish time at this point, and you see a familiar face walking into the city centre, looking around, and her eyes fixate on the dusty tome sign in front of the building, and then looks to you. Gwen has arrived at Settleton. Oh, I didn't expect you to be here.
Hi, Gwen. We didn't expect to be here either, but here we are.
Oh, right. I had a whole
How was
day
your
of
journey to?
well, yeah, a whole day of hard riding, but I've made it here. How long have you been here?
We got here just before midday.
Right. Okay. Um. I'm assuming I still need to go and put in the order of whatever carpenters and woodworkers are around here.
Yeah, please. We've not had a chance to do that ourselves.
Okay, right.
While we've got you as well, do you mind just signing your name in this book? It just means we can communicate with you if we need to.
Oh, of course. Communicate how, she says as she takes a quill and just writes in your book.
I can demonstrate 1 second. I just open my book, just write hello.
All of you just watch Gwen go, "Ooh! Oh, that's spooky." And then you watch as that gets written out in the book in front of you.
Yeah, I show her the book and she responds in it.
Oh!
It's just a way of communicating if we need.
Right, okay. I guess you'll be keeping an eye on me somehow. That's fine. Well, I'm off to go do that. Is that the inn that you recommend I stay at?
Yeah. We're actually going to stay at the inn this evening as well.
Okay. Are you going to be heading off in the morning or something?
Yeah. We've got to go over to Dragon's Rest for a bit.
Right. Can't help but feel like a lot of my time could have been saved, but yes, sure. I'll go and see the carpenters now. And she's sort of like wiping her eyes and walks off in that direction. Right. Well, if you guys don't have anything else to do for the rest of this evening.
I have one more thing to do.
Okay.
What's yours? Because I have one more as well.
I want to send a message.
Okay.
Okay. Kind of message.
I'll send it to you.
Is it via Animal Messenger?
Yes.
Okay.
Mine is I wanna talk with Baylor basically.
Okay.
So whenever I see that he's rather alone, I'll try to check on him. Baylor?
Yeah.
How do you feel about us leaving abruptly after... I mean, you weren't really able to see your family.
I wasn't. It's not ideal. I would have liked to at least spend the rest of the day there, see everybody and catch up. But
Are you upset with Andres or what he's done?
no. I can understand his point of view. I would have liked it to be handled a little bit differently, but it's Ambrose. I'm not going to be upset with him about it. I don't
No.
think that's what our group needs, is like being upset with each other.
I'd have to agree. Even though we didn't stay for long, what you and Sid accomplished was truly amazing. Because of you, we got Adrialis to promise us something great, and I'm looking forward to what's to come.
I don't know what I was expecting, but like thinking back about it, that's probably more than I ever really truly would have expected from Adriana. Just the fact that he seems like he's almost ready to share some things and offer help. It's pretty amazing, at the same time a little bit worrying.
Yeah. It must have been a huge shock as well.
It was. It really was. I'm not sure how we're going to prove to Adriana that we're worthy of his knowledge, but we'll figure that out.
I don't know whether we are currently worthy of it, but I do hope we become, if that makes sense.
It does. I don't know how we got onto this path of wanting to lift the curse off the island, but now that we're on it, I'm quite hard set on getting it done. So whatever it takes to prove it or to earn it is what I want to do. Because I think Adrianus' knowledge is going to be key in solving this whole problem.
This research is your current goal, is what you would like to work on and for us to proceed with.
Yeah, I want to get this curse lifted. I think it will be good for the island. It's going to be good for the people. I mean, how many innocent people have died because of this curse already?
So you don't think us trying to keep on digging up the past and doing what we've been doing already will hurt us or other people? You think it's for the
I
better?
don't think it's going to hurt other people. It might
Okay.
take its toll on us.
And
But
that's all right?
I think our group's bond is strong enough that we can handle that. And if need be, we can rest at times to recover strength. But I think the ultimate end goal is worth it.
That you have no idea how much that helps me.
Good.
I needed to hear it. Thank you, Baylor. I'll do my best to help you achieve your goal.
Thank you. I at this stage, I'll be honest, I don't see it as my goal. I see it as our goal. We've already been working towards this for a while. Indirectly, we've been trying to solve the mystery, and I think solving the mystery is going to result in lifting the curse.
Yes, but if I see it as me helping you achieve your goal, I don't see it as me trying to dig deeper into something that I don't understand. And that way, I'm not responsible if everything fails, right? Because
Fair enough.
I brought lots of pain, and I'd like to stop doing that. But I would also like to help.
I think you've done so much good already that it negates any pain you may have caused.
Even to Zini.
That's a tough one to answer,
I
and
know.
maybe a conversation you should have with Zinni. But
It's...
we did.
I'm scared. But yeah, keep on going.
We all made the choice to open that door, see what's inside. That's
I could have stopped it.
You could have, but did you really want to stop it? And would all of us really have wanted you to stop it?
I mean,
Solving
if I...
mysteries is something that we've all wanting to do, and that was a mystery that we wanted to solve.
That's true. But before we did it, I did realize what's behind it, and we still did it. And I just feel responsible for what happened. And I'm worried for Zinni, because the lich took her blood, and I'm not sure how it's gonna affect her.
I'm not sure how it's going to affect her either. And it's something that you shouldn't feel solely responsible for. We're all responsible together. We all did this together. I don't know, but somewhere along the line, I think we're going to need to deal with the problem that we caused.
I can't agree more with that.
I think if we can solve that problem, we'll all feel a lot better, because at the moment, I think I'm feeling just about as guilty as you for releasing such evil into the world.
And yet, at least you managed to save one of us in the process, so I think you've done a lot more good than evil in comparison to me. But hopefully we can stop it and redeem ourselves for what we've done.
I'm pretty sure that somewhere along the line we're going to get the opportunity to redeem ourselves. But right now, I think I don't think we should focus on the guilt we're feeling. I think that's something that's going to drag down everything else that we're trying to achieve.
I'll listen to you, and I'll bottle it down for now.
Good.
Thank you.
Don't forget it.
I will not forget it.
Put it aside for a while. We'll get the chance to deal with it.
Yes, I will put it next to the one I'm guilty of in connection to the Zenith Institute. They can keep each other company until we fix them.
All right. And always remember, you're not alone in your guilt, and you don't have to fix anything alone. I'm here, and I feel I can speak for all of us. We're all here. We're all in this together.
Thank you.
And thank you.
So, as nighttime creeps its way across this land and the skies get covered with clouds but just bare glimmers of stars breaching through, you all start to head to bed. Are there any kind of nighttime activities that any of you would like to do during this time?
Yes. I would like to cast Dream.
Okay. So, as everyone's down for the night and you are in your room by yourself, someone minus off 10 gold for your food and night stay at the thing, by the way. Don't care who, just someone, first one to say. You go ahead and cast Dream. You spend a minute signing little arcane signs and muttering little things under your breath. And you eventually project your mind astrally out, and you see it and feel it streaking through the air above. Whose dream do you want to find tonight?
Lekrev.
Let me just read dream real quick.
Descriptions in chat.
Yeah.
If he isn't sleeping, it says I do know about it, and I can either choose to wait until he does or just cancel it.
Okay.
I'm not doing it to make him terrified, so it's just friendly.
As your spell streaks out across the world, it is unable to find its target.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, well, if that doesn't work, I just cancel it and just rest.
Okay. Anyone else?
Can I cast a spell?
You absolutely can, Zinni.
Sorry, I was giving Jellybean attention. She demanded it.
It's alright.
Just a quick one, actually. Where are the spell slots now? They've changed the UI a bit.
Should still be in the same bit as normal for you, right?
No, they're not.
Let me just open up your sheet and take a peek real quick.
Yeah, I can't see him anywhere.
That is odd. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out after this. I have no idea why your spell
Okay, I'll
slots are
just
not
make a note of
showing.
it.
Yeah, I'm just making note of it. So, what would you like to do, Zinni?
I would like to use this spell on the Lich, please.
Okay. Hmm.
Jelly baby, no, you can't eat that.
Hmm.
Has Anxie given me the incense, by the way? No, I'll use some of the one that I
I
bought,
would have
but I just want to.
definitely.
Yeah, you're the only one that's going
Okay.
to use it, I think, so.
Are you?
So
are
you had
using
500
24?
gold's worth. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I will give you 250 and keep the rest.
Okay.
Okay. So, Zinni, everyone is heading to bed themselves, but you yourself are sitting square in a little arcane circle with 4 ivory strips at the northeast southwest of you and a lot of incense burning around you. You focus your spell and describe Linnaeus Grimscorn. You describe the place in which you found him, the place in which he is known for, his namesake, and you describe the visage of the Lich that you fought in battle. You close your eyes.
How do you spell it? Sorry. His name? Linnaeus?
Anxie can give it to you.
Yeah, I will. Just a second.
You close your eyes and a vision comes to you. You see a young half-elf. You see him in a wide, populated city. You see him visiting all manner of different churches. From your point of view, you watch him from the outside walk in. You see time speeds up as the sun passes overhead, and then you see him walk out with an angry expression. And this repeats a couple times with varying different churches. The vision cuts for a second and then fades back in, and he is on a boat, looking off in a distance. You can see land on the horizon. You then see this young man in a dense forest, and you watch as he claps his hands together, pulls his hands apart in a weave of arcane strings netted between his hands, and as he moves his hands around in a delicate manner, you watch as an entire mansion and a wall surrounding it is erected from the ground. You watch as this man is now in his basement with a very careful arrangement of different flowers, different powders, and granulated substances. And you watch as this now significantly older man sits down on a chair, and brick by brick things fill themselves up until you see him no more. Before the vision fades, you get one more vision. A vision of the lich that you saw with green diamonds in places of his eye socket, and that carapace-like black armor around his torso. Looking around, the background has changed drastically. He's up in space, surrounded by stars and suns, and you see a whole collection of the cosmos as you see him flying through the sky with an angered sense of purpose on his face, and a bright white light consumes your vision, and the spell ends.
So did he? Sorry if I misunderstood. When he's in the forest and the house appears, he created it with magic. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What kind of D&D people? What kind of magic is that he's using? Does anyone know?
I reckon he was just a wizard and could create his own manner.
Okay.
There are such spells,
So
I just don't know which one he's using. I do think you should focus on the last part of your vision, though.
I assume that's something to do with the fiery man.
No, I think he's trying to reach the gods basically to kill them.
Yeah, it might be worth giving your god a heads up.
I already planned to do that. I've been chatting with
Yeah,
Bridget.
then it should be fine. But yeah, I think that's his purpose, to end them. Which is terrifying.
But it depends on which one he kills. If he kills like Witch Lucius, then it's like, yeah, you win for us.
So he's a half-elf wizard. He came to this island, created a house through magic, spent his whole life tinkering in the basement, then buried himself. Oh, he went to churches. Can't forget that part, and he was mad about it. So whatever's happened in the churches has upset him, and that's why he wants to get his revenge, I guess. And then he buries himself behind the wall.
Don't die.
And now he's soaring through space somewhere.
And is an accurate retelling of your vision, yes.
So what you're saying is he's on vacation.
Maybe a touring vacation where, you know, you go on a killing spree, but
I mean,
Well,
it's
that
good
killing
that
spree.
he's,
Throwing rocks.
it does sound like he's pretty far away from us, though.
Yeah, so we've got nothing to worry about, right?
you're coping.
Sure, it'd be an issue later, but like short term, we're fine.
Yeah, I kind of responded with like ... at the end.
Quite confused by my dream not working though, because he's on the same plane of existence.
I mean-
So.
What's worse, like the people that actually rely on gods to give them powers wake up and don't have any powers. I feel like
I
that's
mean,
kind of a measure.
I think Andros would be quite happy with that if that resulted from like his god getting killed or patron getting killed. So
I
also
don't
probably
think
means
Zinni
the
would like
person on the
it.
island is gone. Yeah, we kind of, Andros kind of has the opposite like relationship with patron to Zinni, I guess. Cool. Do we take a long rest, Vendax?
Well, Zinni, you
I
heading to
think
bed
Zinni's
now?
still doing stuff.
Yeah, sorry, I can't stop coughing all of a sudden.
It's alright.
Just stop. Just don't do it. It's easy. Just don't cough.
So, Zinni, you head to sleep and you will yourself off to a place, a familiar dreamscape that you often return to on many nights. Your eyes open and you see the familiar blackish void before you. And the first thing that happens straight away is a whole ocean of people start to rush towards you. Ghosts and spectral beings. People that are crying, weeping, begging and wanting to go back, desperately wanting to not be dead. The one that first comes closest to you is a small gnome girl. You can't make out too much of her features, but she's desperately crying and asking for her mummy. This girl has died and doesn't really understand.
Zinni's quite shocked to see such a young guest in the realm of the dead. But she tells her, "It's going to be okay. I'm going to help you. Trust me." And I want to push her to the side.
You pick her up and whisper these words to her. Turn around and push her and send her off in her direction. Then you realize you don't see the scythe. The constant, ever spinning scythe of the Bone Maven is nowhere to be seen. The girl that you've pushed floats, stops, and then is still there, bawling her eyes out, with nothing happening. More and more people start to come closer to you. Several of them try to put their hands on you, but their hands just go right through you. All of them are here begging, just please send me back. Like I'm not dead. This is a mistake. I'm not meant to be here. Old people, middle-aged and young alike, all here begging you for answers, for a second chance, for an explanation of what's happened. And you don't know what to do. You feel no greater presence here with you. The scythe is gone.
Bone Maven.
You call
Hey,
out,
Bone Maven.
and there is no response.
Where are you? Don't go quiet on me now. Where are you?
More and more people start to crowd round you. Their weeping and begging is starting to ring loud in your ears as it's all you can hear, and you start to be surrounded in all directions as you call out, head tilted upwards towards the Bone Maven, with not a single answer coming your way.
Zinni's quite panicked. Is this a test? I know you like to test me and be omnious. But this isn't fair. I did everything right. I bled for this. A lich took my blood and now you're just gone?
There's no answer or presence that you can feel. The people around you start to become too much. So much death, so much hopelessness being surrounded by you. You start to tear up, and as you crouch down, the people clamber on top of you, all desperately clawing at you, but their hands ghostly waving through you until whew, you open your eyes and you're back in your room.
I go to find Anxie.
Anxie, you get woken up by a panicked knocking at your door.
I open.
Anxie, something bad's happened.
What's worrying you, Zinni? What's happening?
I I had a vision of the Lich, and he seems to be on a quest of vengeance against people of the church, and I tried to speak with the Bone Maven, and she wasn't there. But she's never not there.
Do you feel any different? Do you feel like your powers are not the same? How's your strength? Are you okay? Or is it just the emptiness?
How do I feel?
You feel just the same as you've always done. Though, apart from some sending spells soon after the battle with the Lich, you haven't tested your magic at all.
Try doing something to me. Cast something on me. You can hurt me if it's just damaging spells.
I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Magical zone of glistening air emanates around the two of you.
Okay. It looks like you still have your powers. Are you able to? I know that you can see visions of things you've met or seen if you try hard enough. Are you able to see where the Lich is currently? I mean, if the Bone Maven wasn't there, maybe she's fighting it. Maybe she's occupied with something. I truly hope she's not gone.
Is that correct? That where I saw him in space is where he is right now.
It's unable to know for certain, but the idea of legend lore is that if a person is famous, shows and depicts to you the most famous and well-known events throughout that person's life. Or unlife in this case as well.
Yeah. I was reaching for a spell like Scrying, which can possibly help you see what exactly he's doing now.
I don't have it prepared.
Maybe we should do it in the morning, because if the Boon Maven is not responding, she's either occupied or gone.
Scry also does require them to be on the same plane of existence.
Ah, right. Do you have any other means of communication with her, or is it just through your dreams? With them?
Am I I've got this spell, but I need to prepare it.
I will say, because we're in the middle of the night and you're in a sort of rested state, you can, as of right now, pick up different prepared spells if you would like. So if you want, make this one of your prepared and you can try to cast it.
I think I have something that I can do to try and reach her. Can I come in?
Oh, of course. I'm sorry. You can stay with me. Come in. And I close the door after.
Okay.
I've never done this before, so I don't quite know what I'm doing.
That's okay. Would you like me to hold your hand while you're doing it?
Yes, please.
I'll do that. I'll be here. If something happens, I'll try and help you, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Tinny. Holding a piece of incense, you begin to mutter under your breath some arcane words, the full extent of which you don't actually fully know. You just sort of will yourself to cast some sort of spell, and your mouth just starts to sort of talk for you. After a minute of dancing the incense around gently in certain patterns and saying certain words, you cast the spell Commune. You can ask up to 3 questions.
Do I know who I'm talking to?
Either your deity or a divine proxy.
I'm gonna waste one then. Bowmaven, is that you?
You call out. An unbearable silence enters your ears as there is no response.
Excuse me? The spell says I have to ask questions that are yes or no answers, and I will receive an answer.
There is no response.
One second.
Dax, you didn't kill the bone maven.
I know. Or maybe the lich was the bone maiden.
No.
You looking for something else, Zinni?
Give me a minute.
Sure, sure, sure.
I'm thinking about how I should say the next thing.
Okay.
I mean, it is high stress, high pressure conversation right now.
Quite complicated for Zinni. Oh, doggy.
Okay. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me, if you're just pretending you can't, but I need answers. A lich took my blood. My blood! Not a scratch, not a warning. It took it like it already knew it belonged to it, and I want to know why. Was this meant to happen? Is this some divine chess move I wasn't told about? Because if it is, I would have appreciated a memo. Please tell me. I can handle the truth, I just can't handle the silence. And I need to know why a creature like that wanted a piece of me.
Your heartfelt plead echoes in the room around you, and tears form in your eyes as a minute passes and there is no response. Anxie, you see your friend next to you, holding tightly to your hand, her face utterly dejected, with tears starting to slowly roll down her eyes.
I pull her closer towards myself and try to hug her while seeing that she's in distress. At least to give her a bit of comfort.
It feels like hours pass as the silence grips the room around you. Each of you not fully understanding the situation, what has happened, or what this could potentially mean.
Last one. Bone Maven. A lich drained me of my blood. I don't know what that means yet, but I know it isn't nothing. I'm asking for help. Not power, not secrets, just help. Tell me what it took. Please, tell me what it wants. Tell me how to stop whatever comes next. I can be brave. I can be clever. I can be cruel if I have to. I'm scared of the future. I don't understand. Please don't leave me alone with this.
Anxie, you feel a tremble in your hand as Zinni's hand shakes, as she pours her heart out, speaking to the ceiling. Speaking to the ceiling is all she is doing as she once again gets no response.
Does she come back from the spell? Because I assume she was in some kind of a trance.
Not a trance exactly, but her words would carry to wherever the divinities would go when she casts that. So she's still in the moment with you,
Okay.
but you can see as the spell ends.
Zinni? I'm sorry. I think I don't know if that's possible, but I think we might have killed your god or done something terrible to them. And I don't know what that means for you. Or for the people that are waiting on the clerics of the Bone Maven to help them pass.
She can't be dead. Gods don't die. They don't. They don't vanish.
Um, I'd like to think that you're correct. But this lich was on a mission. His whole reasoning for what he became was to gather the strength to get rid of the gods. And I fear that he succeeded, or maybe he's on his way to do that. And we helped him. I think he might have gotten to the Bone Maven because he took your blood. Because of the connection you have to her. And maybe
My
yeah.
my blood killed the Bone Maven.
I don't know. I mean, you still have your powers. Maybe the Bone Maven is alive, but something's preventing her from reaching out. But I can't stop thinking that your connection to the Bone Maven and us freeing the Lich and basically exposing you to him might have hurt your god. I think there is such possibility.
I don't know how to live with that. I don't know how to carry the idea that something made from me could hurt a god. Anxie, what if I was the blade?
The blade?
My blood.
If your blood was the blade that killed your god. I see, even if it was related to that, even if that happened, you weren't the one doing it. It was this crazy creature that whose sole purpose was to do that. And while we do have fault in that, because we did free him, your blood's not the one. Well, technically, your blood's not the one that's killing your god. It's this creature, and I don't know how to deal with that. I'm. None of this is your fault, Zinni. You didn't want to do any of it, and we pushed you. I don't know how to live with myself after what we did to you, but I hope one day you will be able to forgive us. And hopefully the worst thing that could have possibly happened didn't happen, and your god is not dead, and we can't fix it. I don't know how we're gonna do that yet, but I truly hope we can.
I don't know either.
We could,
Anxie,
yeah.
if my blood gave that lich away to hurt the Bone Maven, I don't know how to live with that. She's never been gentle or kind. But she was the Bone Maven. And now I can't feel her at all.
I
I'm scared.
that's probably the most reasonable feeling you can be experiencing right now. I can't promise you that she will be back. That's something I'm not able to do. But I can promise you that your friends will be there for you and will help you get over this situation or find a way to live with whatever comes next. You're not alone, Zinni. I know that the Bone Maven is extremely important to you, but the people that you travel with. All of us care deeply about you, and all of us will do our best to fix this.
As the two of you commiserate together late into the night, a sense of shallow emptiness fills both of your insides. You don't know what's to come. You don't know how this has happened really, or what's going to change now because of it. But eventually, as the tears quite literally run out, there's nothing else left to do but give in to the exhaustion that's taken over your bodies. The two of you collapse in Anxie's bed together. And you both take a long rest, and so can everyone else press the button on their character sheets as well.
All right.
Holy fuck, that's gonna be depressing. We killed a god.
It is what it is.
Correction, you killed a gun. I was looking in a wall. I'm joking.
Sorry?
I'm joking. I'm joking. Please don't levitate me up into the sky, please. No, all jokes aside, like I feel very bad for Zinni.
So, all of you awake from a long rest. Most of you heading downstairs for breakfast in the morning. Anxie and Zinni, two of you have woken up together.
Foam jelly, you're on my power key.
Can I have taken the
button.
time, because I don't sleep, can I have taken time to attune to the wand?
Yes, sure.
He's asking the real questions.
Also, those of you that have prepared spells, you can swap them around now if you want as well. Zinni, I'll let you re-swap yours
Yeah,
around as
yeah.
well.
Thank you. Let me swap my spells around. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that as well.
So, it's morning. What's up,
when we
guys?
woke
What are you
up-
going to do?
Yeah.
I mentioned to everyone that, like, it's kind of odd. I tried to contact Lekranov via dream, and it didn't find him, which is strange. He should be anyone on this plane. But we know he's on this plane because I couldn't use contact of a plane before on him. Otherwise, how have your nights been?
Figure rating.
You hear the dog barking at like 2 a.m.
No, just like purely in character. Sid is normally Sid just goes to bed and he has like not much going on in his mind. He falls asleep in like within a minute. But this time Sid is pondering about stuff. Sid is like thinking about shit. And Sid even he's not technically thinking this, but he feels like he's growing up. He feels like, without him knowing it, but he feels like it's becoming a little bit of a new person. With his mother's skull, the promises that he made to her, somehow healing Zinni, even though that wasn't his intention at all. Sid is in an interesting place right now. But he doesn't really know what's going on. It's Sid. Come on. His intelligence is 7. but things are changing for him a little bit, and he does it, like, as much as his intelligence is that low, he does have a good intuition, and he's just pondering what's going on, what's happening with him. That's all I'm gonna say.
Anxie and Zinni, do you come down for breakfast?
When we wake up, I'll check with Zinni and how she feels, and would ask her if she wants to go to the rest of our friends.
Yeah, I barely slept. I don't really know. I don't really know how to tell them. The Bowmaven might be gone.
You don't have to tell them immediately. You can take your time, figure things out for yourself, and then share with the rest. You just need to know that everyone would be at your side and do whatever they can to help you.
I feel like
We are all in
withholding
this
this
together.
information might be a bad idea. I feel like this might be time critical at this point.
I think so too. I mean, we know that Andrus has connection to a god as well. Maybe we can ask him to contact him and see what's happening in there.
Okay.
I suppose we go down to the rest and I don't know.
Sure.
Okay. You come downstairs, and the rest of you see Anxie and Zinni approach you with a very tired look on their face and bloodshot eyes.
What are you guys been up to? No response. Yeah, you slept like shit. I mean, that's a legitimate fucking response. If you just slept shit, that's fine. I could talk to the innkeeper here, tell him this better fucking shite. But what's going on? You guys okay?
Zinni looks at Anxie with a big sad face.
I would reach out for her hand basically and just give her some strength. Try and help her basically.
I kind of like wake up halfway hearing through this, and I'm like, did everyone have a good sleep?
Not quite.
I kind of like look at Ice's expression. I'm thinking actually that, oh, is there something wrong?
Yes.
I lean over to Torin, trying to very much not have the other group listen to what I'm gonna say, Torin. I'm whispering. They've been talking to their imaginary gods again in their sleep. It's just something you gotta get used to. They're kind of crazy like that.
Can't. If I didn't know them before, I would have definitely considered them crazy. But this is very serious.
I just look at Zinni. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, go on.
I was gonna say I look at Zinni and just say, I'm guessing warning your god didn't go too well then, based on the look on your face.
Please don't tell me you faced a similar situation.
I mean, my dream spell didn't work as expected, but I wasn't contacting my patron per se. I can try if you want.
Wait, so how did you know?
Well, I asked you, I advised you to warn your god before you went to bed, and you've come down looking like death. Hence, I'm presuming you either didn't sleep very well or something didn't go too well.
Quite perceptive.
Hold on. Sorry. You're right. She's
Did-
never not been there before. But this time,
Did the
She
spell
wasn't
fail to
there.
connect, or was there no answer?
well, I tried a few things. The first thing that I did was, I tried to learn more about the Lich, and I saw a half-elf wizard. He came to the island, built the manor through magic, and then spent a very long time in the basement tinkering with reagents. He grew old down there. I saw that. And then he buried himself behind that wall where we found the Lich. I later saw that the Lich is now. Oh, sorry, I forgot one part before this. The half-elf wizard was going into churches and leaving very angry. And then I saw the Lich somewhere in the cosmos, looking very, very angry, but determined. Like he was trying to get his vengeance. After that, I went to bed and I tried to contact the Bone Maven through my dreams as usual. And inside my dream, I couldn't guide people to the afterlife because there was no Bone Maven there. She wasn't there. I tried to call for her, but there was no response. And I was awoken from my dream.
Okay, that's not a great sign. If you want,
I'm
I
not
can try.
finished.
Oh, sorry.
I then tried to communicate through other means, but again, there was no response. And Anxie thinks that my blood was used to kill the Bone Maven.
Or guide the Lich to the Bone Maiden. We are not sure she's dead. I hope she's not.
Wait, so you killed your imaginary friend? God,
She
sorry.
did not.
The Lich did. The whatever, the guy in the mansion.
Yeah, you should be careful with your words.
What?
You might make Zinni feel responsible for it, and she's not.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that. Well, yeah, I'm saying that. Sorry, Shinny. I'm saying that. We. Well, was it? Well, was her blood? We kind of decided for her. For fuck's sake,
We
guys!
decided for her. She didn't want to do it.
Actually, you're making me feel bad. All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we should feel bad. We did that. We shouldn't make her feel worse. We should help her.
Okay, so let's say this person that she talks to in her sleep is dead, and we did that by sacrificing her blood or whatever. What does that mean? So on this
What does
island,
that mean?
yeah. So on this island, when so hold up, guys. I'm quite smart. Don't get me wrong, but what you're telling me is that we have this island. There are no gods, but there's this god that Cindy was talking to, imaginary, maybe, whatever. And now that god is gone as well. So this island is godless again.
Oh. Andros might still have his.
What, those little weird creatures that he summons?
Yeah. On that note, if you finished, Zinni?
Yes.
Okay. I will see if I can contact my patron to give us an idea if if it's just the Bone Maven who is missing, shall we say, or if it's more widespread.
Try hard to contact him this time, though. I think you might have to like beg or something, else he might ignore you again.
Yeah, I mean, I just sit down in like the nearest chair and use contact patron.
Okay. Andros. You sit down in a chair, you pull yourself off to the side a bit, and you focus. And cast the spell Contact Patron. Your eyes are closed, and then suddenly, whew, your eyes are open. And you see yourself in a black, void-like dreamscape. You hear
I look.
the occasional, very faintly in the distance, sloshing of waves, and you hear some sort of cacophonous sort of like boom, 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 like some sort of thunder off in the distance or something.
Okay, that's new. Is anything else like visible there, or is it just blank?
It's nothing but a faint, thin horizon all the way around.
Okay, well, I shout, Rich Luvius, I require an audience, and I kneel.
You shout this out, and for a minute nothing happens. And then, you feel a rumble in the ground. You feel an intense amount of pressure in the air as you open your eyes and look up, and a giant eye is beaming down at you. What?
I have information that may be useful to you. I believe a lich has been released and is seeking to kill a number of gods, and appears to have a power to do so.
Oh. This was your doing.
Not directly me, but related, yes. Hence, I thought I would inform you at the earliest opportunity.
Well, I was about to kill you for dragging me away from the show. This little tidbit I think it deserves a reward. Good job. The eye disappears from view, and suddenly spectral tendrils sprout from the ground and wrap around your legs and arms. And you see another tendril start to float in front of you with a spiked tip, and it stabs you in your chest. The rest of you, you watch Andros, who's just basically meditating right now. His entire body starts to tremble, and you see a stain of blood appear in the center of his chest and slowly start to trickle down. Andros, you feel an immense amount of power rushing into your body, a sense of energy, a sense of vitriolic evil spreading through your being. Can you please add 5 damage dice worth to your Rend Essence ability?
Jesus.
Oh wow.
And you wake up.
5. 1 sec.
He got buffed.
What do you mean by 5? So it's like, so instead of 4d6, it's 9d6.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh, that's quite a power boost.
okay, well, I wake up and look shocked. Notice the blood on my chest. Like, okay. I've got good news and probably bad news.
Andros, please don't tell me that the Lich got you as well.
No, I'm talking to you, sir. I'm fine. My patron is fine as well. He seems rather pleased, actually. And from the sounds of it, the Lich is causing a bit of a stir up there. So it sounds like he's not just going after the Bone Maven, or if he is, he's making a bit of noise about it. But my patron certainly didn't sound worried. In fact, he actually rewarded me for releasing it.
Rewarded you?
Well, that's what he said anyway. Yeah, his words.
Andros, the Bone Maven is gone.
Yeah, I'm just relaying what happened. I understand.
Were you rewarded for releasing it or providing the information that has been released?
From the sounds of it, he was already watching the Lich, shall we say, like, do his thing. Because he did mention that, like, if I wasn't, if I didn't tell him that I released him, and he wasn't happy about it, he probably would have killed me for dragging him away from the show. So. Yeah.
What show? Andros, you need to go back.
If I go back and start whining to him, I've got a feeling it will just kill me. So I probably won't do that, if that's okay. It's not very much a, I get to ask more questions sort of situation. It's given us some more context, and like we know it's not killed all the gods because my patron still seems to be fine. It doesn't seem worried.
Dax.
Mm-hmm.
From what we just heard, does it sound like the Lich is targeting the Azepts and is leaving out the Maladors?
That is unknown to you.
Fuck.
You could certainly have that assumption, but there's nothing about what's been shown that can confirm that.
But I did mention to it that he seemed to want to, kill gods, and it did not seem concerned. So I don't know if it had a hand in it or what. So, but he certainly knew about the Lich before I contacted it. So.
And I didn't know anything about Lich phylacteries, whatever.
No,
I just know how he became a Lich.
Yes, it was talked about the process of becoming a lich, because liches are very hard to come by in of themselves, and they're mostly talked about through myth and legend rather than actual accounts.
So, I mean, based on how this has gone, can we find some more liches? I do say that in a jokey way.
You're getting better, Andres. I think you
Well,
should keep
okay,
these jokes to yourself.
I will say, so the fact that it mentioned a show, and the fact that Zinni, you still have your powers, likely means your Bone Maven isn't dead, likely fighting or distracted. So you could probably take that as good news.
I sure hope so.
So, what's the plan? Are we going to ride Food Dragon's Rest or teleport there and get a bit of a head start? Just imagine the cricket sound playing.
Sorry, I'm writing a sending spell.
No, I'm pretty sure you'd actually have crickets.
What did you say?
I just said, what's the plan then? Are we going to teleport to Dragon's Rest and ride from there, or start riding from here? I mean, sitting around isn't going to do your Bone Maven any good.
Probably. Ugh.
I don't know if going to the hole is going to do the Bone Maven any good either.
Well,
I don't know what to do about that situation.
the way I see
Exactly.
it is, the more info we have and the more powerful we are, the better chance of us being able to do something about the ledge. Because I thought that fight with it, what we did have, was clear. It clearly outclassed us. So we definitely need to get better before we can even hope to counter it. And again, I think we're going to learn more and gain more experience by actually going out and doing that.
You're not wrong.
I mean, Ziddy, if you think about it, you still have your powers, so the Bone Maven obviously wants you to keep drawing on.
Okay.
Zinni, what do you think we should do?
I think we need to figure out how to stop the Lich.
Contact. I forget his name.
Describe.
The gnome dude from
Sprigget?
Frigate.
Frigate.
I did send him a sending spell and he's replied, and I'm not ready yet because I'm not on my computer.
Okay. I know Terry's very focused on the mysteries of the island, but is it worth asking him to do a little bit of research while we go to the hole?
I suppose.
As far as he knows, we're only going to the hole.
He didn't give us a time frame for the hole, and he knew we were going to the funeral. So I don't think it would be a big issue if we stop in near Mark to check.
If you want to like learn more about the Lich to try and find a way of fighting it. And I guess the more people looking, the better. At the very least, he might know where to look.
I think the more people we have looking into this for us in the meantime, the better. Any information that we can garner on how to deal with the Lich, I think, will only be beneficial.
So what's the plan, gang?
Um, uh, I asked Karni if he can check whether any other Azept gods are missing or not responding. He said that outside on the continent everything seems fine, but he will check with the church. Might be worth it.
I mean, I'm no expert in churches, but even if they did know something was up, would they tell anyone? Sounds like something like that would cause panic.
I mean, it's mostly to see whether the gods are responding to their chosen or clerics or anything. If possible. It's worth checking.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, more people looking, the better.
I don't know what else we can do. I have no means of doing anything else except for that.
Is that where you think we should go? Any objections?
Nah,
I think the question is, do we ask Terry to do a little bit of research for us while we go to the hole, or are we just going straight to the hole?
I would say it's probably worth asking Terry to look into it. At the very least, he might be able to help with Canellan and try and work out if it's other gods affected as well.
Could we not send a message to Terry
His
instead?
context. Oh, we could, but we're literally like 40 meters away from his house.
True.
How lazy do we want to get?
I mean, we don't have to RP the whole thing. We can just say that we've gone to him and told him about it, and maybe he can do some research.
Yeah, okay, we'll go back to Terry's.
I mean, pretty simple premise. Just
Very
how
few.
do you kill a lich?
Are you a lich? What is a lich? How can we kill a lich? What are you? This sounds like a plan to me. If I follow the way of magic at this point.
Right. And then after that, are we going to Dragon's Rest? Or leaving from here?
Yeah, I think it's best if we teleport Dragon's Rest, try and speed things up a bit.
Okay. I think just to make our short time in Dragon's Rest a little bit easier, we should maybe put any scary looking weapons into the bag of holding.
Is it worthwhile just a Baylor shifting and possibly polymorphing Sid just for the hour? Because it shouldn't take us too long to get out of the city. I'm just thinking I can hold all the weapons and be small.
We can just put them in the bag of holding. Like,
yeah,
why bother with that?
Holding.
Oh yes. Yeah, good point.
Okay, let's do that because time's ticking.
Let's do it. Let's go to Terry's.
Okay. What exactly are you going to be telling Terry about? Is it just the recent events? Because for the sake of brevity, we can sort of like glaze over that. But are you also telling him the stuff about the poem at the same time?
No, just about the Lich and asking him. We don't want to tell him we've released a Lich. We just want to ask him to research how to deal with the Lich and any information that he can give us that could be valuable in dealing with the Lich.
So are you telling him about what Zinni has experienced in her dream?
That's up to Zinni.
Don't know if Zinni can keep telling this story. She's a bit
She doesn't have to.
traumatized.
I don't think it's information that will change what he researches.
Yeah, I mean, we could just have like one of us like relay to him, like have a side
Yeah,
quest.
that's what I'm saying. For the sake of brevity, if you just sort of like repeat basically the
I-
conversation you guys have had together.
Yeah, we
I think
don't
give him
need to
that
tell him
side
that.
quest and just-
I didn't hear anything the both of you said because you talked over each other.
Minimal information is my thinking. Is
Okay. So you,
don't need to
Yes,
tell
we're
him
just
what we've experienced. Just get him to get information on
the
Lich.
fight with the Lich as well, or are we omitting that out? Just say, hey, Zinni can't contact her god at the moment.
No, we're not even telling him that. We're just asking him, please do some research on Liches and how to deal with him, how to kill him. That's it, in my opinion. If he asks questions about why, the answer will be, we'll explain later.
Because he definitely would ask a bunch of follow-up questions about why are you
Yeah.
suddenly researching Liches. Terry's a perceptive and
Reason.
smart guy. As long as
Okay.
you, are sure of what you want to say to him, we can get over this conversation quickly. But we need to
Okay,
be clear on what it's going to be said.
I'll try to shorten it and do it quickly. So we will basically show up to him, ask him whether he can give us any information on liches or whether he can do some extensive research on it, and we would appreciate the help. When he starts asking questions, we'll just relay to him that additional things like this right now are not important, but we are worried that a lich might be up to something, and it having divine blood might be causing some gods to be endangered, and we would like to see whether any of that is actually possible.
Okay.
So that's his field of research, basically. He's got, the important details. Nothing that connects us to it or gives off why we know of it.
As you are sort of like formulating this all together and deciding on what's going to be said, Anxie, it dawns on you that Carnellan doesn't have the sending spell.
I know, I was gonna contact him soon.
It wouldn't take him long to get to a church.
Okay.
You can do this
Oh,
out loud
so
as well if you'd
doesn't he have
like.
a sending spell?
Okay, he hears in his head, checking back on you, did you find anything, did you find any further information inside the church?
Anxie, the entire city is in pandemonium. Resurrection magic isn't working. The churches are in a panic. None of them can contact their deities. What have we done?
Okay. It turns out that it's not only the Bone Maven. No one on the continent can contact their deities, and resurrection spells are not working. So this is very dangerous.
Okay, well, at least that shouldn't affect us directly too much. The pandemonium part. With nobody on this island, I doubt anyone knows anything different in, like, Wellhaven, for example.
Yeah, okay. You see, as someone that's lived their life outside of the island, I can tell you that this is very fucking important.
Oh, I've known it's important, but I'm just wondering, like, the end result is still the same. It's something we need to fix. But luckily, it shouldn't impede us too much while we seek to fix it.
Yeah. I don't know whether there is anything to ask Terry except for, like, more information on liches. Regarding that, I don't know.
I just look at Cedric and say, yeah, maybe your friend Adrianus will actually tell us something now. We've kind of changed the world a bit. We wanted us to make it, to prove ourselves by making a bit of an impact, didn't we? Didn't he?
I don't quite think this is what he had in mind.
Yeah, I'm not being overly serious, just hooking jabs at him, like, not helping us.
There must be something he can tell us. The gods are gone. And how are we meant to fix that?
I don't want to tell Adrianus that we released the lich.
Baylor, I don't think we have any time for shame. Something bad is really happening. We need to act fast.
Yes, we do. I can send an animal messenger, but that takes a while. And I don't know where we'll be to get a reply message. So I'm not sure what's going to be the best way to contact him, but if you feel we need to get him involved, then let's get him involved.
I mean, I'm just trying to think one second. What was it about?
It's at this point, Baylor, when you guys are discussing in the middle of Settleton Square, a little bird flies and finds its way down to you. As it nests on your shoulder, its mouth opens and Faustina's voice comes out. Hi, Baylor. Sorry about yesterday, yeah. Would have been so much nicer if you could have stuck around for dinner. Hope everything's going well.
Okay, if you want to send an animal messenger back, Baylor, I could make a teleportation circle to Round Nipplegup, which is a little bit closer for it, as long as it knows to go through it and then fly. It might arrive slightly quicker.
Difference would be very minimal, I'd say. Birds
I
are still
can
traveling
cast
very
sending.
fast.
Well, the issue of sending is forest.
So, do we go back to the manor and cast sending from there?
The manor?
Okay, we could, but we'd have to leave York behind or wait another few days before moving on to Dragon Trust. Because I mean, we could teleport to the manor, leave the orb there. You send your animal messenger or sending spell, and then obviously depending on that, we could teleport to Dragon's Rest and carry on. But we'd have to leave the orb behind or wait a day and a half.
We can always
the orb again,
teleport back
sorry?
to Settleton, right?
Is that our Hearthstone thing?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, we can teleport
don't-
back to Settleton and Dragon's Rest. It's just we'd have to leave the orb at the manor unless we want to wait for it to cool down.
No, I mean that's what I'm meaning is if we leave the orb at the manor for now, when we need to get back to the manor, we can teleport to Settleton and ride to the manor.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. We can do that. Do you want to do that then?
How long would it take us to fly to the manor from Settleton?
Couple hours.
I mean, we could do it effectively instantly with the orb of returning and then teleport on.
What if me and Nancy fly to the manor? Or at least we don't even need to go to the manor. We just need to go to the edge of the forest. Right?
I'd prefer not to go back there, if it's possible.
So let's just go to the edge of the forest. We don't need to go all the way to the manor.
Okay, so
From the edge
edge
of
of
the
the
forest,
you use
we-
sending,
then-
and then we teleport on to Dragon's Rest. Obviously, depending on what comes back.
yes.
How long would it take us to get to the edge of the forest from Settleton next?
Let's take a look at the map. Not long at all. Like 2 hours ride.
And how much by flying?
Like half as much.
Flying would have to be there
Guys-
and back though, so obviously we not all of us
That's
fly.
fine. You guys wait here. Me and Nancy will go. With that, I'll wild shape into a giant eagle.
Am I meant to polymorph as well?
No.
Okay. I'm just okay. Cool.
You want to ride in the
Okay,
talons
be
or on the
careful, you know.
back?
On the back. I
Safe
think it's
bet.
gonna be
Just
cooler.
contact us if you need help. The forest is a bit dangerous. I'm sure you're well aware. Even the edge.
The giant eagle, however, in the forest should deter most animals from causing trouble.
Okay, so take off. Anxie riding atop a giant eagle, fly westwards. The rest of you watch as your friends fly off into the distance and eventually crest the horizon until you can no longer see them.
What am I meant to tell them?
As much information as you can fit into a 25-word sending spell.
Oh my god. Sorry. I need to tell them that we freed a lich that's basically started getting rid of everyone's deities.
How about we didn't free a lich, we found a lich in Grimscorn Manor.
Okay.
It's going to miss a bunch of grammatical words now, so it's just going to be like a broken sentence. You've got time to formulate this as you fly
Okay.
westwards.
Lich on the loose. Gods are gone.
I was gonna start with found the lich in the manor, and it took Zinni's blood. Gods are gone.
You can cut that down even further. Found Lich Manor. Got Zinni blood. God's gone.
Can you put an
Oh.
asterisk on the gods gone? Like, not all gods are gone.
Because at the end of the day, they just need to understand. Even through broken common, I'm sure Adrialis could understand the meaning of your words.
Is sending word count or letter count?
Word count.
So if you send it in binary, will that be more effective?
No. Also, binary doesn't exist. Y'all are fucking panicking. I love this.
Found lich manor. Took Zinni's blood. Deity's gone, Rosdellen. No resurrection. Anything else?
Could you say, like, if you told us info, this wouldn't have happened?
Andros told you so.
No. Andrew's right.
What should we do?
Help. What we should do? Help.
Who are you sending it to, like, specifically?
Adrianus. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have more words to add, so tell me if I'm missing something. Found Lich Manor, took Zinni's blood, Deity's gone, Rosdellen. No resurrection. Help, please.
How many words is that?
Oh, way less.
Is there enough words for Andros, right?
13.
That's 13 words?
12 more.
Alright.
You could put, like, you need help, how kill Lich. Want to fix or something on the end as well.
Need help,
Well-
how kill Lich, need fix.
On the
I
way,
fucking
put the
hate that.
kettle on.
Sorry?
On the way, put the kettle on.
I mean, it's like a teenager texting really short words.
It's sent.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Need help, how kill Lich, need fix. Okay. Two of you touch down on the forest edge. And for safety's...
Adrialis receives this message and then goes, has Sid sent this?
You touch down and you walk a good bit into the forest just so you're not literally on the forest's edge. But you walk until you're far enough in that you can't easily see the plain fields to the east anymore. And
I'm
so
just
you
having a stroke.
channel your sending spell and you reach out to Adrialis. You feel
Yeah.
the spell connect. And you receive no response. Then, both of you feel a rush of air heading in your direction.
Oh god.
You hear the leaves overhead rustling. And Adrialis' voice gently echoes throughout the entire forest and finds its way to your ears.
Oh god.
Wayward wanderers, what have you done? The Lich is no ordinary foe. I know not its capabilities. If your deities are absent, they may be in need of assistance.
Oh.
Pray however you can, for your belief gives them strength. The rest is up to them. The rustling of leaves slowly starts to fade. You see that the small little creatures that were a little scared start to come back out again.
Um. s- So, praying is the answer?
Giant Eagle just nods.
Should we go back?
So, you take off and fly back to Settleton. Takes you about an hour again, but in not too much time, you are able to make it back to your compatriots.
As soon as we land, as soon as we land and Eggsy is safely on her feet, I'll drop our check.
Thank you.
You're not gonna like wild shape back and you're giving her a piggyback.
Zinni, Adriana's responded. He seems a little disappointed, asking what we've done. But he doesn't know much about liches and couldn't give us advice there. But regarding the gods, deities, he says to pray to them, because this gives them strength. And after that, the rest is up to them.
We must pray together.
Wait, are they back now or?
Yes,
They
you
are
just
back.
told us.
Okay, so I just like to, as very well, I'd just like to say, so what great wisdom has Adriana's given us to fight this great evil?
Told us to pray.
You
As
just told
useful as
us.
ever, I see.
He doesn't know much about liches and rust. So
Okay, so
not something
the
he
only
can
thing we know
find.
he does know about is how to garden, I guess.
Fight the garden though, right? You've seen what's in his garden.
I'll give him that.
Guys, if you will, please can we pray together and lend the Bone Maven our strength?
We can do that.
I understand the thought, but I've got a feeling if I did that, my patron might kill me.
Well, with a strength of +0, I will do my best.
Sid looks at you in a very serious manner. And he goes, yeah.
I could do that. With strength, you mean like thinking, right? Not like my actual muscles. I like my muscles, but you know. I could think about it.
Where are we right now, Dex?
You guys are currently in a quiet booth in the Dusty Tome. The rest of you headed in there while you waited for your allies to return.
Let's head to one of our rooms. We should go somewhere where no one else can disturb us.
Okay. You head on upstairs and you find an unlocked room. You've handed back your keys for the night that you spent already, but it's easy enough to find a quiet place in this rather big building. So the two of you, or all of you, huddle into a room together. Zinni, how do you lead this group prayer?
Okay, guys, I don't really know how to do this, so bear with me. But I think that we should all hold hands.
Which one of us is bending down to hold Zinni's hand?
I want to hold Danksy and Sid's hand, please.
And you do that.
I will go watch it all.
You can all sit in a circle while you do this. You don't have to be standing, so Zinni's being pulled off the floor.
I've never really prayed like this before. It's usually just the dreams that I have. So if it sounds wrong, that's because it probably is.
Doesn't matter. As long as we're trying to help your god and the rest of the gods. It can't be wrong.
Okay. Let's give this a shot.
Have you got some words to say, Zinni?
Yes, Zinni's figuring it out.
Okay.
I
I wasn't taught
Sorry, you go.
I wasn't taught prayers. I wasn't raised religious. But the Bone Maven chose me, and I've been guessing ever since. I don't know where you are, and I don't know what's been done to you, and I don't know why a lich wanted my blood. Only that it mattered enough to take. I wish I understood what that makes me. Sorry, I'm going off track. Bone Maven, if you can hear anything, if there's still some part of you listening, then please hear this. I'm still here. We're all here. I'm scared, I'm angry, and I'm confused, and I'm probably doing all of this wrong. But I'm not walking away. And my friends, my precious friends, they didn't have to do this with me. They don't know you. They don't even... Some of them don't even believe that you're there. But they're here anyway. So if strength can be given, please take this. Take our stubbornness. Take our refusal to let things end quietly. Take whatever belief we can scrape together and turn into something solid. You chose me without explanation, so I'm choosing you without understanding. If you're trapped, hold on. If you're hurt, endure. And if you're afraid, you don't have to be alone. I don't know how to save a god, but I'm going to try.
As Zinni's words bounce across each of your ears, the scope of what may have just happened is lost on you. But in this small moment, a group of close-knit friends, confidants, and partners stand united, willing their belief of a greater power and a hope for a brighter day ahead. You don't know the exact effect of the prayers you made, or if they've had any effect at all. But you all feel a sense of resolute, steadfast feeling in your very soul. The rest of you open your eyes, you see just around you your friends. Nothing's changed or happened in the room, but you hope that some effect, however minor, has been made.
Zinni, that was truly beautiful.
He just smiles.
Well, gang, what's on the to-do list?
Are we heading off then?
I think so. I don't think there's anything to get from the magic shop.
I suppose.
Do we have enough food?
You've stocked up on
Surely we
rations in
got
this
rations.
time, yeah.
Okay, because I still want my crackers.
Okay, dude.
Okay. If we're gonna go to Dragon's Breast, I really recommend putting all of their weapons that can't be hidden into the bag of holding.
My weapon's my head.
Each of you unequips your physical weapons that you hold, place them in the portable hole as Baylor stretches out the tarp on the ground in front of you, wraps it back up, and you are ready to head on your way.
Cool. I guess we go outside and start making interpretations happen. I just ask what to try back. I'd rather not get hit in the back again while doing one of these.
The rest of you sort of like take a step back and make sure that people don't ambiently walk through the circle that he's drawing on the floor. But after about a minute or so, Andros is done, tells you to all step on the circle. You all do, and you are teleported away to Dragon's Rest.
Cool. Let's not hang around here too long. Let's head straight north, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get some horses and go.
So we start walking towards the hall, I guess, or riding horses. What's better?
I would imagine we'd probably want to ride. Give it. I presume there's the stables at the edge of Dragon's Rest.
Mm-hmm. You are in the Adventurers Guild, which is right slap bang in the middle of town. Is there anything that you would want to do while you're here before you head off?
Is there anything posted, like job-wise, while we're here?
Anything that's posted in the Adventurers Guild in this town is purely imports and exports related. It's about looking for protection to travel around the island, because the safest way would obviously be to travel through Blood Valley, but it's extortionate in the price. So many people travel north or south around. Many people are asking for protection, particularly when they're traveling past Frostbluff and the Hole.
Okay, I guess we just head straight out then.
As soon as you come outside, Torin, you have a sudden gasped moment as you see the Duskforge symbol. Your breath stammers for a second. You try to relax and calm because it's just printed on a bunch of crates that you can see. The rest of you see Torin's reaction to this and realize what he's looking at. You start to look at there's a lot of crates with the Duskforge logo on it. Further exemplification of the actual genuine borderline royalty you find yourself in front of. It's a disconcerting thought for some. You head northwards.
That has given Torrin like a genuine like concern as to what is happening to the city.
This is very normal, but you're suddenly, it's like when you learn a new word and you suddenly start seeing it everywhere. It feels to you as if you're suddenly noticing the Duskforge logo everywhere. After borderline radio silence from your father for the last 3 years, suddenly people came looking for you, and now you're noticing crates everywhere.
I guess at least if people know his name, if we get stopped and like tariffed, we can probably use him to get out of it.
That is true. I'd be like, you know me, it's Torrin, it's Torrin Duskforge, you know me. They go like, like who?
Just invoice it. Just send the invoice to his dad.
You head northwards towards the edge of the city. You know that usually stables can be found around the edge of the city, as that's where people will be buying them from most. And someone roll me a d20. Take the 17.
Ignore that roll.
You are able to get to the city walls without being accosted by a guard. You saw that a couple of them looked in your direction and were going to start walking towards you, but as they eyed up the entirety of your troop, thought that they'd want to prey on easier targets and left you alone. As you look around in the city, though, these people definitely aren't happy for the most part. It's unnerving to you that they don't know the pandemonium that's potentially happening all over the rest of the world. Maybe even beyond. Who knows? But out of all existence that there may be, this, weirdly enough, may have become in some way a safe haven from that panic. As that uncomfortable thought lingers with the rest of you, that is where we will draw tonight's session to a close.
You're fucking cringe, brother. We've not even figured a single thing out.
I mean, it sounds like
Wow.
you just went with the wrong god. Mine was doing fine.
Well,
I didn't pick this god. This god picked me. Because I'm the goat.
Well, I mean, at least it sounds like you might be up for like a new employer soon.
fucking hell.
Hey, I noticed a
Andrew
large gap
will
in your
sound like
resume
a
from when you were
scheme.
the cleric of the Bone Maven. What exactly happened? Oh, nothing. I just took a gap year.
The Bone Maven not answering for like a year. Andrew's being like, so Zini, is it time I, recommend you? I can use the extra money.
They have Zinni become a warlock.
Yeah.
I think it'll be easier to get Jenny in with the druids. She's already a wisdom-based class.
True.
She
But
does
she's got
also already have a
stupidly
lot
high
of
for some
charisma.
reason.
Her charisma is as much as her wisdom, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, I think it's gonna be easier to be a warlock, because how the fuck does one become a druid out of nowhere? I don't know how they work.
Yeah, next time he's contract patron, then it's like, yeah, here's Zinni, she's looking for a job.
Zinni's just going to become a potato, actually, because she's depressed.
Oh.